Hello. Today I'll show you how to paint a few trees. These trees you can use in other landscapes. The trees that I'm painting today are the trees that are in my yard. Where I live, it is spring and all the trees have lush green new leaves. So here are the pictures that I took. Uh, this is one of the tree. This is another one. And this is the third one. So each one is a slightly different. So let's assume the light is falling from the right side. So all the leaves on the right side will be lighter and the leaves at the bottom and on the left side will be darker. So the colors that I'm going to use are yellow green or leaf green, sap green, and then this is sap green mixed with a little bit of Payne's gray, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and purple for shadows. So if you don't have yellow green or leaf green, add a little bit of lemon yellow to your sap green to get this color. All right. So here's a painting that I tried. So this is what we will attempt to paint today. Okay. As I mentioned, assume the light is coming from the right side. So the leaves on the left side will be dark and the shadow is on the left side. All right. So the three greens that we talked about, the yellow green, sap green, and the sap green mixed with Payne's gray, they're three tonal values, and that's what will cause the tree to look natural. All right. So for the first tree, let's paint the leaves first. What I'm using is a medium size 4 brush. Actually, let me use a little bigger one. Make sure you leave a lot of white space between so you can draw the branches afterwards. So I'm going to start here. So look at the shape. It's like a dome. So let's start. I'm adding the leaves using the belly of the brush, and I'm leaving some white spaces in between. The paint is not too watery, but it's not dry either, so it's just the right consistency. Right. Next, let's take the medium tone, which is the sap green, and I will add a few sap green leaves, again using the same technique. Okay, now let's use a few darker tones and paint the leaves at the bottom. And also add a few shadows to these leaves because on the bottom of these branches, the leaves will be a little darker. Once you're satisfied with the leaves that you have, now let's draw the trunk. I didn't allow a lot of room here, but I will try to manage. So I'm taking a mixture of burnt sienna and burnt umber. Okay. The trunk will be thicker at the bottom. If you don't have a pointed brush, use a smaller brush. Just remember, the branches are thicker at the bottom and thinner. So wherever I've left the white space, I'm just adding a few branches. Now, because the light is falling from the right, it'll be slightly darker on the left side. So I'm just going to make the left side a little darker. Okay. All right. So we don't want the tree to be floating in the air. So let's just draw. Just use the brush to extend the wet watercolor. Just so it appears the tree is grounded. If I had allowed some space, then I would have had enough time or place to show a shadow, but this one is too close, but very light. This one's too dark, but mix it with a little bit of brown just to get this shadow. Okay, so that's the first tree. So next we'll paint this tree. Just the shape is different, but the idea is the same, and how you paint is almost the same. So for this one looks like a triangle. So I'll start with the lightest, which is the yellow-green. Again, I'm painting with the belly of the brush. Leaving some white space. Okay. Next, I'm going to use sap green. Now I'm going to use the dark green. Now let's take brown. Burnt sienna and burnt umber. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm going to ground it just like the other one. Then adding a little bit of a shadow. Okay. Right, so that's the second tree. The third tree is extremely sparse with leaves. So for that, I'm going to draw the branch first, the trunk and the branches first, and then fill the leaves. All right. If you're not comfortable painting directly, you can draw the tree first with pencil. Okay. Let's ground this first. Let's add the shadow. Okay. Now let's take a medium brush and add a few leaves. Because this is sparsely populated, I'm going to make a lot of light leaves. Let's take a little bit of sap green. Just a little more dark green here. Not a lot. Right. This one didn't have a branch here, so let me go back and add a branch. If you want to add more texture, you can. Just gonna make the left side a little darker. All right, that's it. I hope you like this. You can incorporate these trees into other landscapes. Bye.